One of the most common New Year's resolution is to lose weight. Have you been consumed with wanting to lose weight and always looking for that perfect diet that will help you lose weight and keep it off? Hey, change makers, are you ready to transform into a healthy and a happy you? I am Rajitha Bommakanti, registered nurse, national board certified health and wellness coach, culinary coach, and faith based holistic nurse. If you want to develop healthy habits for life, one step at a time, then click the red subscribe button and the bell icon now. In order to lose weight, first we need to understand the science behind weight loss. In order to understand the science behind weight loss, we have invited Dr. Nandini Sunkireddy. She is national board certified in family medicine, in obesity medicine, and lifestyle medicine. She has been chosen as one of the top doctors in Georgia Trends magazine in 2021 and 2022. She is the founder of Style Your Health, MD. Welcome, Dr. Sunkireddy. Thank you for your time to explain to us about the science behind weight loss. So to start off with, my first question to you was, this new year we just started, right, in January, and majority of them are about weight loss. I want to lose weight. That's like the big topic. Everybody wants to lose weight. And can you tell me about what does it really mean with this weight loss or obesity, overweight? Is there like a parameters in our medical field? What does that mean?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Rajita. So yes, definitely in 20 when the new year comes, all the new resolutions come. And the main biggest resolution everybody, like 90% of the people have is weight loss. Like, how do I lose this weight? So calories in, calories out. I wish it was as simple as that, but unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So basically, there is a lot of science behind it, and there's a lot of research done. Millions of dollars have been spent on the research of why people gain weight, how do we lose this weight, and all that. So it's not a simple thing. More complex than what we ever imagined. And about your next question, when do you call as obese? When do you call? So basically, right now, obesity is defined as mainly in terms of BMI. BMI is the body mass index. Body mass index is weight versus height. So in the Caucasian scale or in the African American scale, the BMI more than 25 is overweight, and BMI more than 30 is class 1 obesity. BMI more than 35 is class 2 obesity, and if you have a BMI more than 40, it's class 3 obesity. But with the Southeast Asian scale, it's completely different. So you can't go by the American scale where the BMI is 25 and it's obesity. With the Southeast Asian scale, any BMI more than 23 to 27, it's overweight. And anything more than 27 is class 1 obesity. So the scales are a little different. And if you ask me, BMI is not the best measurement for weight because there are a lot of confounding factors because BMI does not measure the muscle mass, and if the person has a high muscle mass, then then it may show high BMI, but actually they're healthy.
Talking about that obesity and the BMI classifications, can you tell me what are the complications that we can have from being obese?
So, more than 90% of the diseases these days are linked to obesity. Even if it's not linked to obesity, if you have weight gain, it becomes difficult for the person to manage the disease. So, for example, like 90% of the chronic diseases we are dealing with, like which have become like a part of our daily routine, like high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol, and heart disease, and cancers, and you name it, it's linked to obesity. And even 5 to 10% of the weight loss has proven to help to change the whole paradigm of this chronic diseases.
Wow, just 5 to 10%.
Even 5 to 10%, yes. You don't have to lose like a major weight, but like you can see it yourself. Like if 5 to 10% of the weight loss, the A1C, hemoglobin A1C, which we measure for diabetes, it's going to change. And your high blood pressure, I mean, I've seen the blood pressures dropping and we getting rid of the medications if they start losing 5 to 10% of the weight, at least.
Okay. You get attracted to all those commercials, weight loss, do this diet, you lose weight. Really, everybody is in a rush. We want to lose weight really fast. So, can you tell me about that? All these different diets people get on and off, but unable to keep it off. And then on and off, how does that affect the body?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Rajita. So mainly, I'm an obesity physician, and a lot of people come to me for weight loss. And before coming to me, they would have tried like 5 different diets. To be honest with you, so there is keto diet, there is Jenny Craig, there is Weight Watchers, there you name it. There are like a ton of diets these days, and people are making real good money with those. The good news with all these diets is they work, and the bad news is they fail. The reason why they fail is, so you are a human being and you have a brain which controls most of the stuff. So there is a hedonic drive in your brain which controls what you eat, what you don't eat, your cravings. So food is not just something which we eat to survive. Food is an emotion. So whenever you try to stop something, your brain's hedonic drive will push you towards craving that. So I mean, and the other thing which with these diets is whenever you do this diet, like I mean, the problem with these diets is like it's not your regular normal food. So you're not going to sustain it forever. You're not going to eat it forever. And whenever you do these diets, you at some point, like I mean, you have to eat your normal food. At some point, like you got to go back to normal. So the problem is like these foods, like when you start losing your weight, you lose your lean body mass, the muscle mass, which is the most important thing. You're going to lose the fat mass, but you're going to lose the muscle mass. So when you lose this muscle mass and when you don't do the exercise, right exercise and stuff, when you go back to your normal diet, you're going to gain more than what you lost.
That's why people lose weight, look good, get into, a lot of them, okay, there's a wedding, I need to lose weight really quick. And then after a few months later, you see them, they have gained even more weight. So that being said, is prescription medicine the answer for all this to keep the weight off?
So that's so there are prescription medications available in the market, and we do prescribe them as well. So there are the first generation prescription market medications like quintiramine and topamax, which comes as a brand name of Qsymia, and there's Wellbutrin and naltrexone, which comes as a brand name of Contrave. So those are the older generation prescription medications, and they do work. To be honest, like most of them are like I mean the quintiramine acts by like increasing your metabolism and like making you lose weight by that mechanism, and the contrary works more on your brain and controlling your brain and all that. So and there are newer generation medications which is a big revolution now. It's everywhere in the commercials as basically there is Ozempic, Wegovy, and Manjaro. The Ozempic and Manjaro are mainly for diabetes, like because as I told you, 5 to 10% of the weight loss is proven to help you with your diabetes. So those are the newer medications, and Wegovy is the GLP-1, which we call like all these are GLP-1s. So the Wegovy is the only FDA approved medication for weight loss. It's a shot. It's a shot which is given once a week, and we are seeing amazing results with those with the Wegovy. But the problem is with the cost. It's pretty expensive. It's $1,500 per month. So, and the other problem is insurance covering it. So a lot of insurances, unless you have an obesity rider in your insurance, is not going to cover that. So it's always a challenge with these medications. But even with the medications, the most important part is diet and exercise. And if you're on the GLP-1s, Wegovy or Ozempic or Manjaro, we always tell them, hey, you got to do your strength training exercises, because if you don't do that, you'll start losing your lean body mass, and which is not good for you, because we want you to lose your fat mass, not the lean body mass. So they definitely have to diet, they definitely have to exercise. So, and the Wegovy and the GLP ones mainly, how they act is they make you feel full, so you are not eating too much, and they also act on your brain to get back on your cravings.
Wow.
So yeah, it's actually a pretty good revolution, because I have patients who went to McDonald's and they didn't want to eat anything.
Well, that is great improvement in that medication. But I hear you say that medication is not the answer. They still have to follow a healthy diet and
Mhm.
exercise, strength training. Exercise are very important in keeping it off and making it a lifestyle change instead of a temporary thing.
Right. Lifestyle change is a must. These medications help to kickstart the process, jumpstart the process, but eventually, like, I mean, you want to plan on getting off of these medications, and when you get off of these medications, you don't want to gain that weight back. So it's more on the mindset. And that's why, like, I mean, when I do obesity medicine, it's just not like I'm prescribing the medications and hey, here you go, this is your Wegovy prescription, you go get it from the market, go start losing weight. No, I mean, we have a multidisciplinary team, because the patient has to see me, the patient has to see the dietitian, come up with a diet plan, and increase the protein and all that stuff, like based on his recommendations. And he has to see the exercise physiologist, and we also have a psychologist in the team, because the psychologist, mainly we have seen these yo-yos coming up, like how you mentioned. Like, I'm sure you'll see, you are a health coach, so you see a lot of patients with this. So obesity is just not like the disease of the appearance, it's a more of a mindset problem. So definitely a psychologist or a health coach is definitely going to help you.
Yeah, that part most of them don't understand. The mindset plays a big role in making it a lifestyle change, not a temporary. As you said earlier, you're eating food that you might not like it, and that's only going to last for a certain amount of time. After that, you're going to go back to eating your way, whatever you used to eat before. So thank you for that information. This has been really great. Thanks for your time. And I appreciate you coming and explaining to us.
Thank you, Rajita. And one more point I wanted to make is, like, for all the people, I want to just pass this message on. In 2013, it's obesity is regarded as a chronic disease. So I want to give a message that when you see a person who is suffering with that, like, I mean, it's a disease. So please don't judge them, or please be mindful. I mean, please, the way you are seeing a person with a fracture, I mean, try to be as mindful as possible. Don't judge them, and we're always here to help them out. And don't be judgmental. Don't even like the commercials and stuff. Like when we went obesity based, we took out all the magazines with like the models showing these pictures of like the really cute models and stuff. We got rid of all those, and we are very mindful of the obesity chairs and stuff. So just be mindful of that.
Thank you for that awareness. That is a great point because visual people make assumptions, but that is not needed. We need to go a little deeper, and there's so many other things going on with a person.
Right.
So instead of just looking at them physically, try to understand where they are coming from.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Please be mindful of that. And it's like a disease, like how you suffer from diabetes, hypertension, people suffer from obesity.
All right. Thank you. I am your faith based holistic coach. Until next time, don't be so obsessed with that weight. Dig deeper in what is going on.